saying?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? We wrestling. That's how we gonna start doing it, though. Y'all gonna get clips of backstage. Y'all wish y'all knew what we were talking about because it's nasty work. Oh, we wrestling podcast. Just gonna do a quick intro. Oh, shout out to y'all. Oh, let me hold on.
My guy made sure the mic worked before he went live this time.
Yeah. That's why I went live for you. Look at me be a friend. I just go live now. I don't even tell him no more. I'm not even telling him, yo, we
Gave me
live.
time, bro. Because I was on mute for a good minute. A minute ago, you're like, "Can you hear me?" I was like, "Yes. I hear you."
Oh, we wrestling podcast. Oh boy, it's a rumble that leads to a collision fumble. Sit back and relax.
Swirling mass.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Mic's up. Turn our mother loving mics up.
Slim, what's up, Jay? How you doing? Yeah, I'll mute your mic.
Hunger Games up in my head. Gotta get the dough, babies need.
You gotta go in fifth.
Virgil. All right.
Nah, you ain't doing me like that. You ain't doing me.
For my black queen, Sasha.
And Goldust. All right.
Yo, you are foul, bro. You were
Jeff Hardy at number 5.
number 5.
Goldust. All right, Goldust. All right, time. All right. Eddie Guerrero's going to Wrestling God. You're just going to have to be mad. You're just going to have to be mad. That's just how it works. No, you whoa.
You can keep the job. I ain't giving donkeys today. That's the seed of God plotting on my
Whatever. I'm giving you a horn swallow. You get a goddamn spirit squad. You nasty, filthy top 5.
peers, who as it appears ain't on my tier. Being hated by cats who ain't make it, that ain't my fault.
My favorite what?
What is your favorite finish move?
Favorite?
It doesn't matter what your favorite finish move. Oh no. Oh, this
God damn it. It's your photo 40%. Yo, Montez, I think you come here.
Yeah, I was about to say, nigga, hold on, yo. You lucky WWE got copyright love. Boy, I would play the Street Fighter.
I'm excited. It should be fun. I'm gonna beat her ass, but.
Alright, talk your talk.
I'm more interested in it now than I was before. To be honest with you, I mean, I was interested in it because it's money in the bank.
You know what I mean? It's like,
you gotta have some good and bad in there to me. And even when it don't make sense, so that's why I feel like.
I mean, because really that was their, other than like the AJs and stuff like that was really his, you know what I'm saying? That was like the most credible.
Hey, it goes right over my face too perfectly. That is funny.
I tried. I swear. Yo, listen. I tried. Stop. Let it happen. I'm gonna need you to relax.
Wow. Dog. It's like you knew where I was going to be on the screen.
Relax.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Ciao.
What up, everybody? I hope y'all swerve when you drive. Make sure y'all pull up something in your cup. Roll up something in your blunt. Nah, if you don't do nothing, if you straight edge like CM Punk, that's okay too. Welcome to We Wrasslin. I don't know where Sir Frost just went. He done set me up. All right, there we go, man.
Happen when you don't pay the StreamYard bill, right? Shout out to the viewers, the supporters, the followers, the subscribers. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's a rumble that leads to a collision fumble. So before it makes sense. just start quick talk about WWE. And how do you feel? How did you feel about the Rumble first of all?
I ain't gonna hold you. This wasn't the best Rumble
Mhm.
to me personally,
Okay.
but the two Rumble matchups were the highlight, which it should be.
Okay, I agree. I agree. What was your favorite match on the card?
I think everybody had the same favorite match, bruh, and that's the Women's Royal Rumble. The women stole the show, bruh. But you know who's the real MVP of the whole Royal Rumble, bruh? You tell me. I want to see if we're on the same length on this one. Who was the standout star of the entire Royal Rumble? There's only two acceptable answers, honestly.
Okay. So I do have. So answer B. Jordan Gracie. That I ain't gonna lie. That a little different for me personally. Everything I didn't expect it at all. Didn't expect the TNA superstar, especially their champion at the time. And it was fire because it was with Naomi. And personally, if anybody from any promotion, it was hype to see Jordan Gracie because I want to see Jordan Gracie versus Rhea Ripley. I do want to see Jordan Gracie versus Bianca Belair. Like those are some matches I want to see. But of course, the Queen.
Hold up. You're a Charlotte Flair fan, so you gotta clarify when you say the Queen, bro. I know what you mean, but the audience might not. I'm being petty.
Don't understand. It's a new era. Once again, we talk about the Royal Rumble. Respectfully. Flair
Yo, nigga says the new era.
the Queen City. Gargale. Do you hear me? Let's say it again. Jade Mother Gargale.
I'll be honest. That was my runner-up. The star of the entire Royal Rumble.
Who's that?
Was R-Truth, dog. R-Truth was in both Rumbles, and he had probably the best spot in both the men and the women's Rumble, bro. Yo, I can't say the women. Jay definitely had the best spot in the women's Rumble. He had the funniest spot, but Jay definitely had the best spot in the women's Royal Rumble. The way they presented her was perfect, dog.
Bianca, perfect. The best. That moment made it the best spot.
But R-Truth, the second time out, bro, and I watched it back, the hot tag,
bro,
when he came in, dog. R-Truth, they gotta do something special for R-Truth for Mania, bro. R-Truth and Drew McIntyre, these two dudes is campaigning like, yo, I need to be on Mania.
Title. Him and Miz is winning those tag team titles. 100% guarantee. Him and Miz is taking those titles. Truth deserves it. Truth deserves it. And Miz, I ain't gonna lie, Miz always deserves it. Even though I'm not like a major fan, like he proved himself. Like I ain't gonna lie. Miz don't owe nobody nothing. I don't care if he's not your favorite wrestler because he's not mine. I don't care if you don't think he's the best in ring because he's not mine personally. He does his job and he does his job very well. The Miz deserves it. Like the fact that he barely been injured, and he only been injured once, I think, and that was only like a minor injury. That was like 2 days type injury, like a week injury. Like you gotta give it up to the Miz. So him and Truth, and I ain't gonna lie, give Truth a reason to be more on our television once he part way from Judgment Day, because this can't go on forever.
That does make sense. Freeze up Priest because like he has had the worst Money in the Bank run, and a lot of that probably is due to the fact that he's tied down to having the tag team titles. Mm-hmm. So like it would make sense to do that.
Why everybody? My thing is, I'm with it. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm kind of with it. I'm not bothered or anything. I like. I don't. What shit he done? He teased it. He shouldn't cash it in. He got until Money in the Bank. Why are we rushing his cash in? And he's been doing a great job on television.
They do
Like,
a great job with everything else, but I've seen people complaining about that. You know what I'm saying? And I could see there. To be fair, I could see it because Austin Theory, as much as he's fell off, I hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? Since the John Cena, since the Money in the Bank, when he had that Money in the Bank, that whole year for him was gold because those little fake cash-ins, it put him in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? Those things are really good. So like, you want to.
but that was it though. Priest is doing a job where it's putting him in a great spot without teasing it. He's the tag team champion.
I'm saying people are just complaining about it a lot, bro.
No, I get the complaints, but at the same time, I see where Triple H comes from. I'd rather Priest run and the ending result that he's about to get, even if he don't have the champion. If they're both, let's say they both gonna lose, which I think they are. I'm giving Priest more credit than Austin Theory because guess what? Priest is still gonna be on a run of doing something that matters.
I think with Priest too, this would be this man, WWE man, Priest stepped up to the plate big time, more than twice, but I'm gonna say there were two real big times that he was extremely relied on and he hit a home run both times, that being the WrestleMania where he tagged with Bad Bunny, and then the Backlash where he took on Bad Bunny. He carried a celebrity in high profile. I'm talking major high profile, bro. Like Bad Bunny, as much as we don't really listen to reggaeton or whatever, we know his accolade. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen, I got a couple songs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But just for people who may not be aware or follow him, dog, that was a real big deal too. You know what I'm saying? And in Puerto Rico, that was one of their best shows outside of WrestleMania. That was probably their best show.
I'm sorry.
And so it's like with Seth, with all these hiccups happening from Seth to Punk to Brock, man, if before you were gonna just fake it like he was gonna cash in but not be successful, now's the time to really make a new star.
What if we get a triple threat, man? What if we pull a Seth on Seth? Yo, I feel like my problem is I get it, but overall, outside looking in, of us that understand the overall thought, we don't just look at it as somebody that's a mark. Well, I don't like saying that because I'm a mark at times. We're not caught up in that fandom. Outside looking outside the fandom. There you go. Everything he's doing makes sense. I would prefer what Drew is doing. Like his storyline. He remember the whole time. Yeah, I want the cash in, but literally he's been building up where it makes sense. Where it's like, all right, he's a top heel world champ. Because I'm not gonna lie, that was my problem when he won. I don't see it. I ain't gonna hold you. This is somebody outside looking in as a fan, and you know the business side thing I like to say. I didn't see like, bro, there's no way he's gonna win. I don't see it. What does he have now? With the story he built up with the Judgment Day, it's not a reach. With Seth, the way like Seth is getting injured here and there, who's the next person? Like it's not a reach now.
I heard somebody say they like, bro, Raw got Cody, Seth, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Bro, there's no way Priest could be the champion. Well, Cody is going after Roman, so he's out the picture. Seth is injured. Punk is injured. All you got now is Jey Uso and McIntyre. You know what? I wouldn't even rush Gunther. As much as the Germany thing makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. Gunther's in the IC title, so he's not in that picture. That's all I was.
That IC is already so important. And with WrestleMania, you need as many important matchups to put those two together. That'd be dumb.
What I'm saying, Dre, if you take both of their runs, you telling me you would prefer Priest run? He's been in the second best story after the Bloodline been done. Priest always been involved, and then the mini stories in that with him and R-Truth. I'm not gonna lie, R-Truth will make it work. I mean, bro, he proved he'll make it work, but. I like the whole him and Priest thing, like the whole chemistry. I didn't like you, but dang, I like you, and then I feel bad. But like I do like the game turning on you. Like I like you, but you're doing too much. I do like that. So
that'd be crazy if Priest cashed in on Gunther.
No. Respectfully, I get it. You know how I feel about Gunther, but no. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, for Gunther's reign, you do need a definitive victory. You're right. You're right.
No, I'm giving him a WWE.
I'll put Braun Breaker. Put him up in there. It's time to call him up.
Respectfully, because I've been saying that for weeks. Sorry, after because I wasn't always a Braun fan. Y'all put me on. I give y'all credit when I'm wrong. He's fire. I even said to Ari he should go up, but I'm not gonna lie. I do. I'm glad you, because I was gonna ask you that question. You said Braun Breaker. I got Biggie.
You say who? Biggie?
I got Biggie. Yes, that's.
I don't know if Biggie gonna.
I think he's returned.
Be able to do. If he is, then I'd be all for Biggie for sure. But
I got Biggie.
I just don't know if that's.
He's been hitting. WWE would not be like teasing like on television. Watch, he gonna go ghost the elimination chambers month. And I'm telling you, Biggie, I got Biggie. But I'm not arguing Braun because that was my original answer before I started seeing things with Biggie and the whole Kofi and Xavier Wood. It's like, like he's showing he good. So that's what I'm like, But what if it's not?
You remember me telling you this before?
Huh?
I don't know if you remember me telling this before, but I'm gonna reiterate it. I said once before in regard to Trick Williams.
Watch you later.
I was like, I got a feeling that when Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes get to the main roster,
Trick gonna be over. You did.
Trick is gonna end up. Roles are gonna reverse. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how you seen Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano in NXT, and then you see him in WWE, and you're like, man, you would have thought he would. You know what I'm saying? When
I'll admit it, I was wrong. I'll be one of the ones. Remember, Johnny? I'll say it. When Johnny returned, I thought he was gonna be like one of Triple H babyface Brian Dance. I was wrong. That's all. I just want to prove. I'll tell y'all when I was wrong, and I remember that was
WWE's a different beast, bro. It's a different beast. You got to have that entertainment too. You can't just wrestle, bro.
Like the off of Royal Rumble. That's why I said we had to talk about this a little bit because things have shifted that quick. Like not even just the Royal Rumble, but like say the beginning of the month. All the way to the CM Punk saying I'm injured. It has been, I ain't gonna lie, every time I predict something, I'm like, oh, I gotta switch it up. The matches I think gonna happen, I don't know, are they gonna happen?
You know, it's crazy, man. No one knows what's gonna happen for WWE WrestleMania now at all.
And I love it.
That's wild. It remind me of the one where Shawn Michaels lost his smile and everything went to shit.
Bro, I really want, but
that was your Undertaker and Sid.
Yeah, but the difference is
they hoed Brett in that match too, dog. They had Brett come out there and get hoed by Sid for no fucking reason. I was like, what did that have to do with anything, man?
This was happening with the injuries. This is literally showing me, like I said, a lot of this. I'm gonna wait till it's done, but this might be one of the best eras because with all these injuries. They still have fire matches they can put. They still have stories they could get away with all these.
So many people.
If Seth was hurt, once again, shout out to Priest for holding the briefcase that long.
We know Priest could go. And Drew McIntyre doing his best work, man. Yo, Drew, shout out to Drew. Drew better be in wrestling. I ain't gonna hold you. I want Drew in the main event. For WrestleMania, that would make that promo to CM Punk when CM Punk comes back and that rivalry that much stronger. The fact that I did do it. I'm the one who injured you. I took your dream again. What he said again, bro. I was like, this dude Drew is just.
I didn't want to main event. Long-term storyline. That's crazy. I don't want him in the main event, but it's hard to argue now. Because I'm not going to hold you. Long-term storyline, yikes. When CM Punk returned and he attacked Drew, that's going to hit different. Leading up to Mania, that's going to hit different. The whole rivalry going to look different. Because I'm somebody that was like, I ain't going to lie. If that happens, I'm all for it.
Drew had a fire promo with Seth and Punk leading into the Rumble. Like he was promoing his life off leading up to the Rumble, bro. And then he cut a master heel promo. The only thing that kind of made me wonder if this shit's a work though is the fact that CM Punk is over here throwing like punches off the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the only thing I was just like, like bro, if your shit really like that, like you
do that. Like I didn't get that either. Like,
yeah.
bro, what are you doing? Like, get beat up, bro. You're hurt. Why, yo? Like, what?
Trying to pull a Cody right now, you trying to show you tough or something like that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it just doubted me though. Like, if I be in work right now,
it wasn't right, bro. When Cody did it, he showed like, you feel me? You
oh yeah,
saw
you could see that shit, yeah.
Like, bro, nah, bro. You just whipped that up. Like, come on, bro. What are you doing? Stop it. Are you hurt? Like, this fake. Yeah, you made it look fake. The way WWE is right now, you can't make little mistakes like that. Because WWE, I ain't gonna hold you. Everybody is doing a fire job.
CM Punk is old school too, so he might hit you with that angle and you wouldn't know because that's what they used to do back in the day. That was the angle, like, yo, I'm hurt, but not really. You know what I'm saying? You really be thinking motherfucker hurt. And then, I just miraculously came back. You're like, oh yeah. And WWE more closed than AEW, so you don't know what's going on over there. You ain't getting, this person show up at the Royal Rumble. If AEW had a Royal Rumble, we would have known the surprise entrance a week before the motherfuckers got there, bro. Because somebody backstage constantly feeding the dirt sheets.
Hold on, bro. This is the first time I'm gonna defend because everybody say the snitches is Matt and Nick. I'm gonna actually defend them because AEW don't do a good job of hiding stuff. I said this a while ago. There was no mystery of MJF leaving AEW at all. Y'all mentioned his name entirely too much. You're supposed to make us low-key forget about him. You're supposed to make us question. So when he returns on your brand, what? Yeah, like it hit.
That, they didn't even mention at Worlds Collide or the lead up. This is his last match of his contract or nothing like that. Like, I don't really like if they did, they didn't emphasize it enough. You know what I'm saying? They might have.
It was on the media
something, but like,
you know how Tony do it. The media scum matters. That's when you find your real info. Am I lying?
Well, bro, you know that was all bullshit by the simple fact that for all the rumors and shit, we didn't get nothing. So if that was official, there would have been official news and people would have been reporting it. There's been nothing. There's been no talk about MJF contract negotiations or any of that shit. Like,
they let us know basically. It doesn't even feel like he's gone because they tried to hit it. He's off. He's not leaving. And then because I remember Adam Cole and somebody else was saying, if he come back, I'm like, yo, you wouldn't mention his name. Why are y'all doing this? Y'all gotta do better, bro. Y'all got by simply not saying the man's name. He's over. You don't have to mention his name to keep us. We're gonna forget about MJF. He was just the world champion. The longest reigning world champion.
Oh my god. Yo, hold up. Damn.
The longest reigning world champion. There was no reason to mention him. Nobody's gonna.
You are a wrestling fan. If you are a wrestling fan, you need to spam Tony Khan's Twitter with the link to this video. He needs to hear this shit. Because, bro, Tony, we have been giving you so much great advice to help your brand improve. And now WWE, it seems, is taking the advice instead, and they're improving, and you're stagnant, bruh. And what really sucks, I didn't even realize, I've been saying for the longest, like, yo, bro, their women division, even if it takes a little while, even if they take a dive in the ratings for a minute just to build up their women, like on Rampage or some shit, because they need more sets. They're not going to get better if they're not getting experience in only one woman match on each show. Ain't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to get better. And so, like, I was talking about that. You let WWE, for all the people that you've made partnerships with from AAA, New Japan, you let WWE partner with some say even, I think WWE got the best women's roster, but you could argue If not WWE, TNA got the best women roster. That's been their strong point for since they've been out. Their women division right up there, if not better. And bruh, you have a weak women division. Outside of like 2-3, outside of a handful of people, that's the weakest part. Bruh.
You got Athena, Nightingale, Tony Storm, Serena Deebs. I'm still counting Julian Hart because her character.
Who?
Julian Hart. Yes, her character gets over. Her character gets her over, bro. She's over. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying she's the best anything. She's not my favorite, but bro, she's over in AEW.
She got a star. She got a star filter from the entrance. I did feel the star power when she from the entrance.
I'm not saying
her matches are ankles. She's green.
And they got enough to start.
Britt Baker, hella green. But yo,
oh man,
she's great on promo. She's great on promo.
Talking about people that's still over that can still tell a story if they utilize them right, or put them on main television. Like I'm not a fan once again, but why is Athena not on the main show? Yo, anyway.
No, I don't even want to slam on Britt Baker because honestly, Britt Baker got great character. Like, and honestly, that's something that she got better than even most of the men over there, bro. Like, they all need to work on that character a little bit.
Her, Tony Storm, and I still say, and I'm saying they're top people. Tony Storm versus and Willow Nightingale. Willow should be your top baby face, bro. She's just and that's not me being favoritism. She's just so natural of a baby face. Then you got Serena Deebs. I had to go back and watch Collision because y'all put it on Royal Rumble Day. Oh my boy, we're gonna talk about that. I had to go back and watch Serena Deebs, and that's what I was talking about. That needs to be on Dynamite. She needs to be that tweener. Tony Storm, your main heel, with some you got other little heels. And then Willow Nightingale, your baby face, a little couple baby face.
They need like a lot more women, bro.
I don't think they need
that list you named off, like they ain't really popping me. Like Tony Storm is probably outside of Swerve. She's the best thing they got right now. Because MJF is out. If MJF was out, Kenny Omega's out. But even if
I'm not going to count out Tony Storm.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like. Tony Storm's she's the female MVP and Swerve is the male MVP right now, clearly. But Tony, man, yo, every match. Here's some other criticism, Tony. Every match does not need to be competitive. I was watching Dynamite back. Trent was. Man, yo, Trent Beretta, and I like Trent. I've liked Trent since he was in New Japan and Roppongi Vice and everything, wore the Gambit tights and shit. So I always fucked with Trent because he's a Gambit fan, and Gambit's my second favorite superhero. So I always advocated for Trent Beretta. But at this point in Trent Beretta's career, he has no point giving Wardlow that hard of a matchup. Especially when Wardlow is supposed to be in the main heel faction. And he's supposed to be the most powerful person in that faction, bro. So essentially, you're supposed to be the main. Having competitive matches with the best friends. He's not even the main guy in the group. Orange Cassidy is. So, like.
Grab a power.
Shit like that. Tony, you gotta stop with the random ass matchups, bro. I watched Dynamite and forgot I watched it, bro, because of just how random it was. Like, there needs to be some type of story and structure development acts going on. Tony, matter of fact, I got you right now, Tony. You are very much welcome. I got you, bro. I got you right now, Tony. Tony, I need you to pick up this book. It's called The Hero with 1,000 Faces. It teaches you about writing stories, act 1, 2, and 3, beginning, middle, end. It teaches you about the different archetypes and villains and heels and baby faces, heroes. mentors, different relationships, and different type of characters, archetypes, so that you have a variety and you know how to structure. And that way you can probably have a couple of stories that are long stories, short stories, and you know, when one thing's in and you already have something that's at a midpoint, something at the beginning. There's none of that. It feels like everything's blank. There's like no long the oldest story you got is the Devil story, and that was a bad story. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the Devil story, it's like everything else is like it's like the low rivalry setting on WWE 2K. First, you can do like the low rivalries. They don't last long. It's just, you don't have as many options for like, you know, storylines and shit's like, yo, man, low rivalries, you got 3 weeks and it's like 5 options, the same 5 options. Like, yo, we need low intensity rivalries, mid intensity, just do a universe mode on 2K, Tony. Put your wrestlers in it and let that motherfucking PlayStation book your damn card for you. I think they might do a better job.
That's insane.
There's no rivalries, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? John Michael.
Yeah, oh my God. Now, okay, before you answer that, yo, no, man. Yo, so do you feel like, oh my God, yo, I feel like y'all
there are certain things that constantly happen on repeat in AEW, bro.
Taylor and Home lose. I didn't like that. I didn't think Moxley had to take the fall, but I felt like Claudio should have. I feel like they're a younger tag team trying to push. I feel like that would have been a good W for them. And it wouldn't have been over Moxley. Homeboy already lost to Moxley. The other boy about to lose to Moxley. It's like, damn, why are you pushing Ring of Honor stars? Why are you doing that, bro?
That finish was nasty too. That finish was nasty because, for a person like Moxley, who is an MMA junkie, you know, you could tell he's an MMA junkie. I'm an MMA junkie. I've actually in martial arts a long time. So, for someone who had 1,000 UFC DVDs, my nigga, I've literally watched UFC my whole life. We've seen this shit 1,000 times in MMA where a nigga puts you in a damn choke or some shit, and the only way to get out is to either power bomb their ass or jump back and squash their ass. You know what I'm saying? And what happens every time that shit happens? Either the person that they power bombed or dropped back on is knocked out, or they let go of the whole at the very least. Not Super Moxley. He fucking cranks that shit hard. Like, there's no more definitive way to beat a person. Like, there's no more, like, what is there? There's no more to him and Shane Taylor. There's nothing else included. You've definitively beat him. It'd be different if you caught him with a fucking like an attack, a finisher, you know what I'm saying? Like a spear, even the death driver or whatever like that. Because that's like, oh man, he just caught me for 3 seconds. When you pass a nigga out or make them tap out, that is definitive, dog. You remember in WWE, my GM? Do you know how you end a rivalry? The submission match. They tap out. No more rivalry. He tapped out. You guys can't wrestle no more. You can book matches week after week. Once that motherfucker tapped out, they're like, all right, rivalry over, dog. You tapped him out, bro. It's done. It's over. You've definitively finished this person.
Funny. Literally, the end of the rivalry is hilarious. Yeah. That is hilarious. I don't know, Tony. I don't know. I'm still
wild trends.
I'm a fan of Swerve. See Prince now. I got a House of Swerve shirt. You already know.
Tony, we are blue collar people, man. Tony, I don't make a lot of money, so
you ain't gonna like when I tweet that. This is the only Tony that matters.
Not if you give us a job, Tony. Because Tony, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like I know some of these people be having their podcasts be like, I'm not begging for a job and da da da. Yo, Tony, even though I work, I'm a lifelong wrestling fan. I'm begging for a job, Tony. If you could beat what my job pays, I can work for you and get you right, bro. Real shit. Because this criticism, you might think we're being harsh, you might think we're talking shit, but nah, bro, this is the shit that you really need to hear. See, the problem with criticism that I see with a lot of people is that they only want to take criticism by people that are their friends, because those people are scared to offend because they don't want to lose that friendship. Tony, I'm not your friend, so I'm gonna be 100% blunt honest with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I want you to succeed, bro. I want this company to succeed. It helps a lot of other wrestlers feed their families. It's alternative. It's extra shows, extra more wrestling we get to watch, dude. And you really come off as a great person, honestly. Even though sometimes it might be a geek, shit, I'm a geek, man. You see my background. You see the fucking posters and shit in the back, bro. But the point I'm trying to make, bro, is fucking Tony Khan. You have some things. This is one of them. You have constant. It's like you only have like a playbook or something because you do the same shit. All right. For example, Lee Moriarty for the past 3 years has been in the same exact spot. He's lost to CM Punk when CM Punk first got there. Now he's losing to Edge when Edge first got there. Now he's losing to Moxley. So he's just like the rug mat for like the WWE guys. I'm gonna give you a rub, beating you. You know what I'm saying? Like if at some point he doesn't beat them or beat any of them, you're not really giving them a rub. You could say, hey, I got to wrestle them one time, but you know what I'm saying? You're not giving them the same look you're giving a Daniel Garcia and the other people like that. That's why I liked when Shane Taylor came in and was talking that shit like, yo, he's more talented than these other guys, but he's getting looked over or whatever. So when he did lose, you expect Shane to win the next time, but instead he gets choked out. It's like, bruh. So that's one example. The beat Chris Jericho and then nothing happens after. You had it with Action Andretti. You've had it with Powerhouse Hobbs. And they're both still in the same exact spot, bruh. Same exact spot. You had the Christian Luchasaurus. I'm going to give him the title. Now you have an Adam Cole and Warlow at the same exact time. It's like, bro, you got to expand your stories, bro. You are recycling your own stories, and you've only been there for 5 years. You shouldn't be recycling stories this quick, bro. I see NXT get away with it with a lot of Shawn Michaels old stories and shit, but those are like 25 years ago. So it's like it's a whole different generation watching. You know what I'm saying? You could do that.
But oh yeah, this might be the favorite part. Oh, this is a good part this time. Ah, yeah, let's get it. Couple weeks. You fans of the GMO Wars, I am excited. The draft is around the corner. The game look amazing. We even saw a preview of the ambulance match on the up down page, and that match screamed ambulance match.
That's gonna be fire, bro. I cannot wait for that, man. I can't wait for this one.
Change. Oh, I was such a fan for that. I hope they got an auto where it does it for you. I kind of want both. I don't know if they said something about that, but I don't want to switch it. Sometimes I want both. Like if it's the Royal Rumble, I don't mind the hard cam, but I want to see the arena.
Right. Because so far from what I've seen, it's like you pause and then switch to it. So it's like there's a way where auto just switches back and forth or something like that.
Or I would have to, even if it, all right, so if you only pick one, I need to see like a match played on the other camera side. Because if it looks dope, I would use that one instead. Because I do like seeing my arena. Like I ain't do all of that just to see it for 5 seconds in the intro. I ain't gonna hold you. I do like seeing the ramp, all of that. I do like that.
Yeah, that's definitely going. Add a nice little aesthetic to the game for sure.
You are.
Oh my god, with your creative entrances too, man, your shit's gonna be looking crazy. And with the creative sign feature, there's some stuff that we still got some we need answers for and whatnot. To start off, let's talk about the cover, man. We got 3 different covers. All 3 covers are dope, but I think it goes in reverse order for dopest, for me at least.
I think we discussed this, and I agree. I do agree. Did talk about the covers, and I agree. It's
Cody
definitely
Rhodes cover kind of looked like, when I first seen it, I was like, is this really the cover? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I kind of respect it. You know
No, it's dope, but it almost looked like someone just was like, yo, putting out a fake cover almost for a minute. I was like, is this really it? Because for so long they had that same format. You know what I'm saying? So just like, is this really the cover? Like, damn, they got that Martin Luther King, Cody Luther King vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? This shit need to drop on MLK Day, bro. That's when the game really need to drop, bro. Cody Luther King.
No, you gotta pay. Like, what do you mean? That's the standard edition. What you mean? You get what you pay for. No, that's why it's in that order. That's why it's literally what we said, the reverse, because it's the most expensive to the least. That's the standard edition. You gotta pay if you want this artwork. You gotta pay if you want these extra features.
But no, because the other one, that's digital only. But yo, all right. So starting with Cody, the standard edition, it comes with the Nightmare Family Pack, which they state, and this is what gets me a little bit concerned for my faction. A lot of people this year who have been covering this game have been talking about, especially since Lionel Jenkins did that interview, he didn't answer the question directly when asked about my factions. But based off of the description alone of this standard edition, it makes me think they have not changed my faction.
No.
The reason for that, it states clearly 4 playable characters: American Dream, Dusty Rhodes 76, Superstar Billy Graham, Masked Cody, and Stardust. And then it specifies 3 faction cards: Mattel Cody, Dusty Rhodes, and Pharaoh the Dog. So if those 3 are my faction cards, why are they differentiated? You know what I'm saying? That means that they're exclusive to that mode, which makes me worried that the only thing we're going to be able to do is play online. You know what I'm saying? Which basically makes my faction skip for me again. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, if I can't take that shit from out of my faction and play it in universe mode in my rise, not my rise, but my GM and it just exhibition, then what's the point?
I ain't even gonna lie. I don't understand why I can't play somebody online. I really don't even need, or I would like to play on somebody. What am I playing for?
No, you can play online. You can play online. That's what they did fix. But I'm like, that's not enough for me. Because the online's already been kind of like lackluster. Their online has probably been like more than anything. Even more than my faction, their online, just go play someone online, has always been their worst feature.
I ain't gonna lie. I like the online last year. I'm not gonna. I played online with.
There's gonna be too many people be hacking
I didn't have that many complaints. I mean, it wasn't perfect. I agree. Hold on, I'm not saying you were wrong or anything, but they online wasn't for me. I'm not. Why am I doing all that card work, getting all these cards, not to play nobody? I don't get the point of that. Well, I'm not. Then maybe that's why I said it's just me. If you into that, I get it. But I'm not somebody just collecting cards on that I can't show nobody else. Like what you? That's why I said I don't even get the universe thing. No, to make it a download.
I want to definitely for universe for sure. Because man, that was something I've always been talking about with the tires. But moving on, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley Deluxe Edition. Man, you could argue this is the hardest cover. I personally like the 40 Years of WrestleMania cover the most, but I know a lot of people loving this cover right here. And this one is a physical copy. So like for people who are like a physical copy collector,
but I'm not
gonna be the one, you know.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not buying the game twice either.
Yo, so this one comes with the Nightmare package that you get with the standard edition, but it also comes with a 3-day early access. So that definitely is going to be something a lot of people are going to be looking into. It also comes with the season pass for 5 DLC packs, the My Rise Mega Boost pack, which gives you 200 extra points for your created superstar during the story mode. And it also has a supercharger and a superstar charger, which unlocks a bunch of legends and throwback arenas, including SmackDown, ECW, and WCW, and an additional skin for both Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, along with a additional Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley My Faction Evo card. Again, they specified Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, My Faction EVO card. So it makes you think this shit is locked to that mode, bruh. And if that's the case, man, that is wild disappointing. Y'all had a year to get that. And I know a lot of people talked on that one. I ain't trying to slam them because I'm happy about the other stuff we got. But damn, that is real disappointing if they don't announce something that's going to be like, yo, well, there's just a few things that are exclusive to this mode, but there's other things that could go on to other modes. If there's certain things like that, I'll be cool with that. But if everything's locked to My Faction, that is a wild bummer.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Straight up about My Faction, I don't give up. Like, you could throw that away.
Look at you showing off the power.
I don't give two about a My Faction. It's so stupid, I swear.
So here's something I find hilariously ironic about the WWE 2K community, man. And I like to think that our community, because I'm part of it, you're a part of it, I would like to think that we're a smart bunch, but there are some people making us not look so smart. The reason I say that is because I've seen a lot of people complaining about the 40 years of WrestleMania edition, not because it's only digital. That's not the complaint. They're complaining about the $20 additional, and the only thing additional you're getting is basically the 40 years. Oh, there's 2 things you're getting that are additional. So, well, 3 things. So you get everything you would get from the deluxe and the standard edition, but you also get the WrestleMania 40 arena. Then you also get the WrestleMania 40 years of WrestleMania pack, which is alternate attires for Macho Man, Triple H, Rey Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte Flair, which are playable in all modes. And it unlocks Superstars Unlocked, which means that it's specified if you get the 40 years WrestleMania, it'll unlock the characters that are locked in the 40-year showcase mode. Not My Rise, but the 40-year. So you don't have to technically play the 40 years of WrestleMania to get everything unlocked in that.
You sure it's not too?
Huh?
You sure it's not My Rise too?
They're Oh, it didn't specify My Rise when I read it. It just said the 40 years of WrestleMania showcase.
I thought when you get that, it like the super. When in the interview you were saying it's like the super unlock, like everything.
I
like,
could have missed that part, but
I'm coming from the interview. He did say I could have swore he. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I could have sworn in the interview because I was hyped about that.
So here's my bone to pick with people who are complaining about the 40 years WrestleMania edition. 5 characters, right? 5 alternate attires, and they're not even really alternate attires because it's not where you click that person and it drops down with the alternates. They give you additional, just like John Cena, Rey Mysterio previously and whatnot, right? So you get these 5 characters. So basically, for $20 more, you're basically paying $4 for a character, right? That are playable in all modes.
And they about to definitely $15 when they release it later.
So here's the point I'm making. So unless the My Faction alternate attires and stuff is locked to that mode, which people are paying for, then we're gonna have to see how much these cards are costing, because I'm pretty sure those My Faction cards are gonna cost more than $4.
Bro, yo, when they release the 40 pack later, like they did the NWO, or if they decide to because the way it's set up, they could just do the 40 the pack, and then they could sell individual character. Yo, them characters alone, like last year was like they was like $14. So 2 characters, you already paid more than that $20 you talking about. That's my point. How are you gonna complain? Get the deluxe edition and pay like 50 that you're going to end up paying. If you add up everything, if they do it smart and how they want to do it, because the WrestleMania pack, they can easily charge out $30. Easily. So, bro, you're already, and then the little extra shit you probably want that you're not going to get in a WrestleMania pack and the extras, because they can sell the little stuff.
Right. The
Bro,
Mania too. Yeah.
$80. Shut up. Shut up.
The disappointing news that they did drop is that 40 years of WrestleMania, it isn't dropping on release date.
Yeah, I did hear that.
So like not be able, like, we already know you're not gonna get the WrestleMania 40 yet because it hasn't happened. So I expect that. But to not be able to get the 5 additional characters, like what up with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? But at least we get the other stuff, you know, from the other 2 packages. So it is what it is. Yo, I got to give them their props. We got 4 new match types. That's more than I was expecting. Last year, we only got 1 new match type. Granted, it was War Games, but
yeah, I even go.
Special guest ref.
I have no complaint, bro.
Casket match.
They showed me an ambulance match.
The ambulance match looked lit. Yo, to be able to go backstage and finish it backstage.
Bro,
yo.
I'm not complaining about this game yet. I'm not. Like, I'm talking about like a big complaint like that. Yeah, y'all gotta relax.
And the gauntlet match, bro. Yo, now you could put a person up in a story mode against the whole faction. Yo, you gotta take on the whole faction. Oh, yo, this shit's about to be so lit, dog. So lit.
An ambulance match alone, I think, is fire to write somebody off for a while. What?
New feature. It's not in my notes, so I just want to say it before I forget, but I just sent it to you a little earlier. They switched it. You can now have 5 finishers or signatures, dog. That's nuts. Not to mention the super finish or whatever it's called, where you could do like 3 finishers back to back to back.
Yeah.
Yo.
Or 3 finishes back to back to back is they all got like a special sequence or something.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the 3 is like for Cody, for example, is Cody. three of the crossroads. You know what I'm saying? Other people might have different combos, so it ain't probably just like 3 times of the same move. But you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know if I'm fully like for that, but I'm not going to say I'm against it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm, because the way the no selling was last year, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. Like how fast is certain people gonna get? I don't think I'm gonna like that. I ain't gonna. But I'm not complaining. But that 5 finish, I ain't gonna.
Backstage now playable up to 4 players. I mean, wasn't it playable up to 4 players last time? I think I got that wrong. It's up to 8 players now, right?
I think it's up to 4 because
4. Oh, it's 4. Okay.
It was only 1
Still,
on 1.
4 is cool. 4 is cool. You could throw weapons now. We talking new features.
Fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
That makes me pray to God that RVD's in the game, bro. Because if I could throw the fucking chair and the nigga catch it and immediately throw the Van Daminator kick without the whole, you know, like that would be so fire. Because you used to be able to do that way back in the day on the Here Comes the Pain.
You don't think he's in the game?
I'm thinking he's gonna be in the game now. I was worried because he made a few appearances on AEW, so I wasn't for sure if Tony got him to sign and shit. But I checked their roster and he ain't on the roster anywhere. So I'm like, all right, we should be good. You know?
All right, I see what you mean.
Yeah. create a referee. At first, I was a little bit like, why do we need this? Because we got 7 referees now, and we got to create a referee. But the fact that you can actually make a referee, now I do see the genius in it. You can make Aubrey Edwards, or you can make somebody else. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I want to make a Dustin referee, bro, just because my original Twitch.
Why?
Doing the 5-star frog splash with Dustin as a referee, so I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying? The creative science, you have to teach me how to make an arena, bro, because dog, yo, with the whole cameras now, your shit's gonna look so yo, your shit already was looking so insane, bro. But with the signs now, create a sign, referee, yo, our production is gonna look insane.
Long ramps is going. I like that. That little small feature is big for me.
That's a good one. I didn't even have that one written down, bro.
I hated the short ramps. I always felt that way. I'm like, yo, damn, but yo, just see. I was like, oh, this is fire.
They didn't specify this, and I'm a little worried. I need confirmation in regards to double titles because they specified that a person to come out, they get the double title entrance, right? And they could defend both titles at the same time, right? But what they have not confirmed is if you can have 2 people champion and they both defend their titles at the same time, winner takes all. That's what I want to know. Because, bruh, if you could do that.
Wait, like you mean champion versus champion match?
Champion versus champion match, both titles on the line at the same time. You can't do that right now. If you could do that, that'd be fire.
But how would you? I would think they would. Oh, I see what you mean, though. I do see what you mean. They don't.
That would be sweet. That would be sweet. I want to know if they could do that.
They had that in 2K19. I remember that.
Diving on multiple opponents outside at the same time. Yo, for just all this shit they're giving us this year is nuts.
Amazing. Do you hear me? I cannot wait for this game. Oh my god.
I feel like tomorrow we're going to get a nice little dump of stuff. I feel like we're going to get to see the strike trading mini game tomorrow. I feel like we're going to get to see the casket match, or at least or one of the other matchups that we didn't get to see today.
A little per day, though.
Probably special guests.
Probably you just get one thing tomorrow. I think they're going to give us one thing every day because we got a month. About a month. So they're going to
like once a week. I feel like once a week they're going to drop like or every other week. No, there's only like 5 weeks left. So yeah, it can't be that much.
Every day. Like, you know how much stuff they add? They can.
They can really just do the roster reveal like that. But man, I love it how they just wait until like only a month until everything just start dumping a gang of shit instead. So you're getting a lot more than just a little bit at a time.
Yeah, no, I love it, bro. You get you finish the week off by showing matches, and then next week you could go through new move. Like, it's so much stuff they can stretch this out. They don't have to rush nothing.
And man, there's a lot of stuff because man, there's been so much stuff being talked about, and we didn't even know. No one said nothing about the whole finishers and all that shit until today. So that's the new paybacks. There's 6 of them. I'm kind of curious what those are going to be. Quick save for the creator wrestler.
See that Eddie Guerrero one? I ain't gonna hold you. I am a fan of that fake pin thing they talk.
Yeah, that's top fire.
Look fire for the hills. That's dope. I do want to see, and they could do that. Go through the paybacks.
New weapons got me excited because the guitar is such a classic wrestling weapon. It should have been in there. It should have never not have been in there. Yes. And it gives me hope that we get the honky tonk man. Can you imagine, like, oh, Honky hit him with the hammer over the head? Yo, my nigga Honky Man is the fucking greatest intercontinental champion of all time. I was just watching the Honky Tonk Man versus the Ultimate Warrior, and bro, that match should not have went out like that. Oh god, Honky Tonk Man deserved way better than that, but it is what it is. Still one of the greats. You got to give. Is Honky Tonk Man in the Hall of Fame?
I want to say yes.
If he isn't, he needs to be up in there, man. I seen a thing of New Jack and the Honky Tonk Man in a hotel. All right, let me cut it out. I'm Italian. I can get away with it. Yo, moving on. I just found that out too, like a couple. Yo,
there's some ups and downs. I will say the presentation because Io Sky looked fire. Rhea Ripley,
You know what though? To be fair though, I feel like we're not getting the high quality images that they're showing, so it might look a little different.
Crazy. That Io image, that's an image you be like, oh, all right, I'm excited for this game. That title detail, all of that looked amazing in that photo. That's why I'm saying I don't know. Y'all better hurry up, drop some more photos like that. Because I'm sorry. If you compare that Io photo from what I seen in Rhea in the game, yikes.
I gotta get off this guitar because I just want to keep saying
Oh my god.
Yo, my factions now playable online. Yo, my factions now playable online. So at least you got that. Because I really seen. Yeah, my faction's now playable online. So at least you're playable online. I hate to sound spoiled, you know what I'm saying, ungrateful, but bro, that's not enough for me, bro. I did not pay. Yo, them bitches could over time, especially if you really want people to like invest in that game and really play that game how they have it set up, then that shit needs to be for every game mode. Otherwise, you're paying more money for that game mode than you're paying for the actual game, and it's only to be locked to one mode. Like, get out of here. That's bullshit.
It's online, so I'm sorry, WWE. I have no argument no more. I just now I got a reason to play the game. I get to play against somebody. I'm not just collecting cards. That is so annoying to me.
Here's the thing I like. Here's what I like about my faction. What makes it somewhat redeemable, if nothing else. The big game changer for my faction outside my online is the biggest thing. Because yeah, playing the computer, it's pointless. But the fact that now you no longer I'm sorry, WWE2K. You were ripping us off. Those prices were way overpriced last year, bro. So hopefully you drop that shit because that was wild greedy, especially for the mode to be as, you know, not a complete. That was a rough draft of the mode, and you're wild greedy. But this year I will give you your props. You got the online, but also there's a marketplace. So no more paying for a pack and then getting Mansoor. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Apollo Crews. No offense to these people, but you're paying. You save up. You pay like 20, 30 missions for one pack, and you see on the cover of the pack, you see Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, Rhea Ripley, and then you open the pack and you get fucking Otis. And you're like, bro, like, I gotta do the 30 more matchups to get fucking Dana Brooke. I would have never did this shit if I knew I was gonna get Dana Brooke. Like, and then you factor in the people who say, you know what, I don't want to waste my time doing matches to get fucking Dana Brooke. I will pay $10 for this fucking pack, and then you get fucking Otis. Like, bro.
Snapple fact: Dana Brooke has 17 different faces through her whole WWE career. I'm lying, but yeah. If anybody been cloned, oh my gosh, Dana. The is wrong with you?
You said every time you see her, it look like the WWE. Hey, you know how John Cena got like 10 different versions?
Oh, that's a bar. That's a bar.
Yeah, she can have like 10 different versions. Hey, now it looked like she looked like the created community suite when you type in a wrestler and they have like 20 different versions. Each week it's a different community creator that made the Brooklyn. Yeah, man. Have you ever seen a 3D printer?
Okay, yo.
Yeah.
Relax.
A 3D sculpture when I see one, my nigga. Like I'm just saying.
Yo, I can't wait to smoke stuff. I will say that. Yeah, I can't wait.
30-man Royal Rumble online. I don't know how that's gonna work. I ain't gonna lie though. That sounds lit though.
I'm not around for that. I'm not around for that. Now,
I
because
am.
no, y'all got now it's nasty how we just switch sides like that. No, now I don't believe your online is that sturdy to support your wallet. I'm all set. Do you hear me? I'm all set. Yo,
Get ready
Gino,
for Bugs and Lord, dog.
shout out to IPW, shout out to that group where you can play WWE 2K. Don't hit me for no 30-man Royal Rumble. You are out your mind. Do not. You kidding me? That's nasty, yo. It's nasty work.
My rise, we got. Man, I really just wish that what was it like on the Xbox One or like I forgot. I think it was Xbox One where like if you have the game and someone else in your friends list has the game and you both are playing the story with your creative player, you'll end up having them shits fucking merge. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember that game?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? That was the most hardest innovative shit I've seen. That shit was so sick, bro. If they could bring that
Them should be real talk. That's why that should be online. You should low key have that energy from that.
that would
And
be
because that would be dope when you playing some online and they have like a what is that, like an invasion type junk. That'd be fire.
that'd be sick.
That'd be fire. Y'all have this set up because I do like what y'all slowly. And I heard y'all gonna make me really play my game. I might have. Shout out to y'all that watch my channel. There might be even if it's not online. I'm hoping they surprise us because my faction, that news he just dropped came out of nowhere. Because I actually been looking that up because I've been talking so much trash about that. So the fact you said that, I ain't gonna lie, that's groundbreaking for me. For somebody that you just heard me before you said that, I canceled that. That don't even. But now I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna look at it. I ain't saying I'm gonna play it, but I'm gonna look at it. I'm just being real. But
Play a
if
little
my
bit just because the features.
so yeah, see what it's about. But if my GM goes online, bro, yo, I'm all for it, bro.
They said that's next year.
Yo,
They already said that's next year.
need that this year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh my god, I ain't have nothing on my well, they got ECW added, so hopefully you add Paul Heyman to the GMs. Nick Aldis probably more than likely. The other dude was up in there. Adam Pearce was already a GM on there, so
Nick
I do like the shit that they are adding to my GM though, man. My GM definitely like gets better. Significant. Yo, they get the most progress each year, dog. Out of every game mode, they get the most attention. It's only been out for 3 years, but each year you've seen significant improvements in my GM.
Look who's the base sponsor.
Now you can trade talent. That's fire. Level up. I hope they get rid of the. I hope they get rid of that bullshit where it's like, oh, if you're a flyer, you got to take on the giant. That one thing got to go. They need a new, different type of way of rated matchups. That shit.
I'm excited. I heard it's like free mode.
Shit a little bit.
Or like if you play NFL or NBA, I heard it's like real more in tune, or you can do longer contracts and stuff like that.
That's fire. I'm with that.
I'm all for it. The only thing they need to add is that online to give us. That would make. I ain't gonna hold you. That might take over universe for a little while. Yeah, if my GM is online, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. That might because literally it's there.
It more than likely will, because more than likely we're not going to get promo back in the way that we want it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do a lot more work to create for content creators like ourselves, which a lot of people. So that's another thing probably for next year. But damn, man, if they surprise us, who knows? Because they have been very tight-lipped about a lot of stuff, and we've been getting a lot of like surprises and shit. So who knows? But it don't look likely. So yeah, it looked like the.
When I'm bored, like just want to play a game that is starting to build up to like a game. Let me just play this real quick, like the fantasy mode. Play some mod. That's dope. I ain't gonna lie. The way they expanded it, they could make it feel more of really like a general game. Like you said, I don't want power versus cruiserweight. No, I want to see how they work, like and stuff like that. Like they progress naturally built because of my booking.
That's a fact, bro. With the created wrestlers, man, something we don't know, and it's a big question for a lot of people, especially with the draft. Do we get additional created wrestler slots, and do we get additional image cap? Especially when you're adding stuff like create a referee, create a sign. Do they get their own separate little thing? You know what I'm saying? I really wish it was like that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I want to hear the answer from that, because I feel like I'm not gonna like it. If they say the same, oh my, you can't, like you said.
I really hope so, because that makes it so hard.
Signs and then referees. That alone, come on, bro. And then we gotta create superstar. Yo, you can't say the same. There's no way you could think that's right.
I like the quick save feature when creating a wrestler, because those bitches do take a long time. The big part really is the moveset. But man, yeah. So to be able to just I'll do a little bit now, jump back later. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty sweet little feature.
Like that. You like that little thing. I'm excited to see the casket match work.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that one. Some stuff that has not been confirmed or not featured. We already mentioned the promos. We haven't been confirmed on the My Faction if they're usable in other modes, but we've already speculated. At least I have that. I don't think it is going to be, just because of the stuff that's in the DLC that they specified some's playable and one thing and the others and that, so it makes me think not. We don't know about the DLC packs yet, or if CM Punk's going to make the game. Backstage, we've seen part of the backstage, but maybe there's more. I do like it how it's connected to the arena, though, because if you could go onto the ambulance, and how you could climb the ambulance, because there actually was an ambulance match. It was only one in one game, but 10 years ago, or it was 2010 actually, so 14 years ago, you couldn't climb on the ambulance back then and shit. So to be able to throw them off the ambulance and do shit on top of the ambulance and go backstage, that is going to be dope.
Ladder. Oh man, I was like, this is okay. Stop there. Now for me, my creative side, which I'm excited for, because I'm such like being different when I do my story modes. Now with all these new modes being added, can I go to custom matches and tweak those matchups? Because if I can, by golly, I don't care. I'm not complaining nothing. Y'all can mess up anything. That would be fire. If I can like add extra stipulation to ambulance match, because like somehow, like sometimes the certain ladder matches or TLC you can edit, change it up with only pin, because it doesn't come pin. If I can just change that to use that as just as extra prop.
Like a prop. Got it. Like you don't necessarily gotta be thrown in the ambulance, but it's out there so you can use it as a
count anywhere.
Right.
Bruh, take my money. Falls count anywhere. That is fire.
Yeah, that would be
my whole pay-per-view thing. If I could do that, surrounded by ambulance. Oh, you already know my mind started racing. Because I was editing a match and I'm like, yo, I do like the options they give you when you edit a match. Ah,
Universe mode is that's, and I think I speak for both of us. That's our bread and butter mode. That's the GM Mode Wars show right there.
that's the mind.
So
Yeah.
like, I really need them like to really start to next year. If you didn't do it this year, which it looks like you didn't again, it's always the mode that's like probably like the least attention to, just because it's probably the most base. But yo, a few things it haven't been confirmed or denounced. More than likely, it ain't going to be confirmed. But I would like the option to be able to assign various referees to one show. So during, you know, like when you're watching the show throughout the thing, you don't see the same referee the entire night. You know what I'm saying? You have a few different referees.
I thought he confirmed that in the interview because I thought that dude. Then you sent me that video. I could have swore he asked him. Like that was a big problem. I thought that was a point. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I
don't recall him bitching that, but I
gotta watch it again.
I've watched so much shit. I haven't really followed up on that.
I thought that Holmes said, "Yeah, okay."
Another thing I'm worried about, because they keep mentioning this shit like it's a new feature, but that loser leaves the brand was on WWE 2K23's action list.
I think it's a clip because before it really wasn't that serious. It was like because I used to use it. It really they just walk out, but the game will like take them off of the show, but it wasn't like, I mean, like what they're saying, where I'm giving them credit for, and they should announce it, is how they added that there's going to be some real good clips for your special guest referee match. There's going to be good clips for your casket match, your ambulance match. They say they're going to give you more stuff where it makes sense towards those matches. So I think it's going to be more highlighted, like a more direct scene of them just literally, bro, they just rolled out the ring and walked out. That was it. That was literally it. Nothing big, no moment like him being dramatic. He lost. He just rolls out with his head down. Like, bro,
I'm
you
not
just
trying to
lost.
be a complainer or no shit like that, but tell me if I belong in this. Were you a little bit disappointed that the ambulance didn't drive off at the end when they shut the door and the shit, just announced the winner and shit? Like, I at least they gave you the animation of them climbing up the top of the ambulance and like raising their hands on top of the ambulance. But in the ambulance match, it isn't just shut the door. Like, they have to drive off in that bitch, bro. Like, so like, I kind of want to see the drive off animation, but it is what it is.
I agree. I see what you're saying, but it didn't hurt that much because I'm not gonna lie. The reason they add certain stuff, I do let people pass. You can finish in the back arena. That was big for me. So that kind of gave me a pass for that. But I do know what you mean.
You could glass two back. So yeah, that's lit.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to be like, because just because you could also end it backstage. If I couldn't end the match backstage, then maybe because they would have to double up on the animation.
Yo, imagine if they gave you, I know this is impossible, but imagine if you could do a backstage match and adjust the match to where the winner has to put the other one through the glass. Real glass. I'd have Jungle Boy versus CM. Brawl out. Winner got to go through the real glass. The loser got to jump. Yo, yeah. Hey, they got to bring back the New Jack feature, bro. They got to bring back the New Jack feature. And it's crazy that they ever had the feature in. It was back in WWE versus Raw 2000, I want to say 8, when they had the ECW versus WWE or Raw and SmackDown, where you could fight in the crowd. Bring back being able to fight in the crowd. For all this sick shit we got, that's the next missing piece. Fighting in the crowd again. Make fighting in the crowd great again. Give us the little the barricade where they could climb up the barricade, jump off New Jack style through the table on the outside, bro. That was my favorite spot in any wrestling game ever, bro. The fact they put that shit in there Man, I couldn't finish a match until I did that spot, dog. That was my shit. Dog. That was my shit back in the day, bro. I was addicted to doing that shit. It'd be cool if announce tables could break without being on top of them and shit, or without having to remove the little thing. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty cool.
Now, because the only reason why I'm saying that because WWE doing that no more. Because I give 2K credit if we might want certain stuff, but if the program is not doing that, I don't see them necessarily like going that route. Like I believe we got throwing stuff because think about the spots we got of people walling just throwing chairs, steps. Like I think they go by the product. That's why even you talk about the fighting in the crowd. WWE don't do that in the mix. They do the crowd, what the crowd we get. You scheme through all of the melee and whatnot. You see what I'm saying?
For as shitty as WWE 2K20 was, there were some things that they just did so great. From the promo, they had weapon moves and shit. They got to bring back weapon moves, man, and more so weapon placement. Like, damn, I remember those games where they had Jeff Hardy and Raven in the game. Like, they had it to where you could set the chair down so you could Irish whip them and then trip them, like for Raven. They had the chair set up so you could have the person in the corner and then you could run and jump off the chair and do that little thing that Jeff Hardy does and shit. You know, the concerto, the triple jump moonsault, the Van Daminator. There's so many, you know, they kick them and then the DDT on the chair. There were so many different animations that they could like rehash, like bring back the weapon maneuvers and stuff. That would be fire.
Certain moves against weapon, it does have the real reaction. Like the weapon will even show and the superstar will react. I will give them credit for that. Like when I powerbomb somebody like on a stop sign, the stop sign will bend up and the superstar will crazy. I do like that.
But I do like to be able to actually the concerto, put them in the earth, put the leg, and then you could get on the turnbuckle and jump on the shit, or put the head and then step on the thing. You know what I'm saying? That stuff was
I agree that that was one of my favorites. That they put that in the game, that was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
That was like vicious split that he fired. Yeah.
I can't in the match. I swear the match is not done till I do that.
That's what I like, breaking people's neck. Yeah.
All right, hey,
all right, my nigga.
Go
see what you all do.
Go home, happy. You hear me?
Bring back the OMG moments. I mean, you ain't gotta bring back all of them, but I mean, for certain things like the barricade, going through the barricade outside, bro.
I'm kind of well, I guess I get this.
The suplex to the outside the ring. If you had the table set up and shit, like bring that back, bro.
They got that. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. That is created called a signature. The suplex to the outside the ring. I like that. That's a regular.
I know it was a regular.
That's a regular move. That is fire.
Wow.
They announced it later though. They told you where it was at. But I ain't gonna do. I do like the OMG moments like you talking about. I do think they should have this spare, but I do like you can do certain OMG moments without like getting OMG. Like the suplex outside, I do like that just being a regular move. I do like something I start doing more often that you can like really just break the barricade with people. I think that's fire.
Yeah, let me fire in the crowd, bro.
Yeah, like I literally with what I did Vader and it was a cruiserweight. Just kept power bombing and he broke through the barricade doing a regular.
I think that you could like grab drinks from the crowd and signs. I thought I heard something about that. If I'm not mistaken, or at least drinks.
If you
that'd be cool if they brought back the tired finisher and the crawling pin. Let some people talk about they want to see that shit back up in there.
Oh, the crawling pin though. They had the tired finisher, but they didn't have the crawling pin. Was fire. The crawling pin, well, that was a fire edition. But they had the tire finisher. Definitely did.
I'm curious if the special guest referee is going to be able to get an entrance, or if they just start off in the ring.
Oh, I think they will. Oh, you talking about like if it's like a match? Yeah, I think they will. I think they will. I definitely think they will. I think you're gonna get their regular entrance too.
Universe mode really need a draft feature to it. I mean, that kind of will make it a little bit like my GM. But I mean, without that, there's really no point in the loser leaves the brand. Like you know what I'm saying? It'd make more sense if it was split and it's like, all right, on to the other roster type shit. You know?
But you split. Well, I see what you're saying. But yeah, they just leave it to you to sign that. Like you got 4 different brands and somebody leave, they go to the free agent thing in the regular game. And I have to re-sign them to the. I use the feature, and I did love the fact that if they lost, they're not on your show. If somebody's injured, they don't like. I do love they do that, but like show the game, show it in the game. That's what I'm asking for. Like I want my viewers to at least. I don't have no problem selling it, but at least like help me out.
I see why they did it the way they did it, but I'm gonna ask you. Because the way they did it is a little backwards. But I see why. They put more focus on what's not popping than what is popping. And what I mean by that is my faction got the online mode and my GM mode didn't. And that benefits my faction because of how bad my faction was last year. But damn, if you had a choice, would you rather have online for my GM this year or online for my faction? If you can only have one.
Wait, say it one more time, bro.
If you could only have the online feature this year to be able to play online, my faction or my GM, would you rather have my GM online? Yeah.
My GM.
That's how I feel. I'd rather be able to do my GM online too. But I see why they did it the way they did it.
I mean, yeah. The only reason why I understand why they did it because with my faction, that's more of a broader thing. You see what I'm saying? Like you playing more different people online. Like with my GM, you sticking with your
Right.
like you sticking with your people. Like it's up to 4, so it's only gonna be the max for your guys.
That wasn't even the perspective I had. That's just crazy how you just hit me with a whole totally different
look at it from the business
perspective that really just completely makes sense. Yeah.
Like my faction, you're gonna be playing different people. Yo, that's what I'm saying. But that's been my thing. Like that's what's gonna get me invested. Everybody, why am I just collecting cards? And low key, it's starting to feel. It got to a point playing it because obviously I started playing it, especially new to it. It got to a point like, bro, I can just do this in every other mode. Like literally, like, and then because I'm doing these matches, and it leads to what? I'm doing Survivor Series matches that leads to what? Everything I'm saying, all these matches, what is it leading to? Who am I impressing? Who am I? What is the end game?
It's like buying one pack, and it's a random ass card, and it's usually going to be a mid carder instead of what you were hoping for, bruh. Real shit.
Card. What are you bragging about? Who are you bragging to?
Right. No one could see it. You're just playing the computer. It's a one-player mode.
I guess there might be people that just stream getting their mind faction card. I believe that.
I think some people are completionists, and so they want to be able to show, like, oh, I got 100% on the game. Like, who the fuck cares? I've never, bro. I've never, like, I probably have 100% complete games, but I've never fucking checked to know if I have or not, bro. Like, that's never been something I fucking like hung up or gave a fucking shit about, bro. If I did, I'd never post it. You'll never know about it, bro. I think that'd be something I'd be embarrassed to post. I got 100 on a fucking game. I'm like, you fucking like, dog. Like, goddamn, they can do social.
I ain't gonna hold you. Now when you say out loud, it's like, what do you do? Do we work?
Yo, 40 years of WrestleMania. They've confirmed there's only going to be 21 matchups. My complaint about that is, bro, I was going back and people were giving a lot of excuses at first, like, yo, they lost so many wrestlers who are on AEW now that they can't use so many people. That's why they can only do 21 matchups. Bull fucking shit.
Don't give me
Bull fucking shit, bruh. I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself at WrestleMania. By the time I got to WrestleMania 7, I said, I'm done. I'm done because this will take too fucking long. There are so many matchups you can do. Now, granted, not every matchup is like a super big matchup or whatnot, but there are so many matchups you could still do. There's so many legends you could still utilize and whatnot.
Bro, right? Is it? Let me be real. Not just you personally as being like, yo, this match was fire. Bro, this is 40 years of WrestleMania you trying to display. Don't respectfully, and I love wrestling match. You know I do. But I can see a regular fan. Don't give me no mid-carder match. Don't give me nothing that's not no super highlight. And I don't blame WWE. I'm not giving y'all 2 matches from the same pay-per-view. No, it's 40 years. We need to skip shit.
Because they're not gonna. Okay.
Yo, don't give me no mid-carder.
For one, they've already shown that we're gonna get multiple matchups from the same pay-per-view or from the same year. So we're only gonna get probably like 8 arenas or some shit like that, and I'll take it. But there's so many wrestlers over here, and even when I was just doing like a 25 list, I was like, damn, bro, like I could have kept going. You know what I'm saying? I could have kept going.
Do they have deals where they can put in the game with all
this? Is just the 25. Yo, this is just 25, and I stop, bro. This is just 25 matchups that they can make without anybody who's under contract with AEW, TNA, or any shit like that.
Are they under legend contract? They just because they're not. No, there could be. No, are they? Y'all got to think now. You know how I feel. I'm a realist. It sounds good. It sounds good that they might not be on TNA. It sounds good that they might not be on none of that. But do they have a contract?
Yo, from just the 25, yes. Just from the 25, I'm looking at that mate, and I got like a shitload of other people who aren't on there, but they're like old school because it was from 1 to 6 or 7. But just the top 25, bro. Give me. So we have 5 matchups confirmed.
Yo, what's the 5 match? Read those.
5 matchups confirmed are Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 39.
WrestleMania stats. Keep going.
Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, WrestleMania 3.
That's his story.
Undertaker versus HBK, WrestleMania 25.
Absolutely. What might be one of the best. Anyway,
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart, WrestleMania 13.
Do I have to say something to you? Keep going.
Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 10.
Right.
So
now,
please, those are nuts. All right. So okay. All right. Okay.
Please, that's what I'm saying. Think it's 40 years of WrestleMania. Do not.
But I'm looking at my list now. And every one of these matchups, every one of these matchups damn near are in that company.
Let me hear it.
The Rock versus Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 18.
I give you that one. That's definitely one. They could have used that.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. You can choose any of the 3. I picked 15.
Yeah.
No Vince. I didn't want no Vince.
That's iconic. I give you that one too. That is definitely 2.
Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, the Iron Man match.
Iron Man match though.
It's Shawn Michaels. That's Shawn Michaels. And one thing I do want to prefix references with this. When I did make this top 25 list, one of the things that I was thinking in my head was for 40 years of WrestleMania, it should really be trying to celebrate as many people and their biggest moments instead of just like 4 or 5 people. Like, oh, this is the 5 people Roman beat at WrestleMania. You know, like I don't need 4 matches.
4 matches to come as well, though. They make
like I I don't need 4 matchups of Hulk Hogan won the first like 8 or 9 WrestleMania. I don't need 5 Hulk Hogan matchups on this shit.
I don't want 3 matches. I don't want 3 Stone.
3 tops and 1 he's losing at the bare minimum, if not 2. And on my list, Hogan's on 3 matchups and he loses 2 of them. He lost to the Rock match. Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior WrestleMania 6, without a doubt. At that time, it was the first time 2 faces. That shit was epic. And it's Ultimate Warrior's moment. For as much as they champion the Ultimate Warrior, they got a whole award for him and everything. You have to highlight Ultimate Warrior's biggest moment in his career, especially during the anniversary of WrestleMania. That was one of the biggest WrestleMania main events to this day, bro. That shit, especially during that time. Yo, Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch, WrestleMania 38.
No. You see what he did, y'all? All he tried to do there was try to put Hulk Hogan on the list twice. He already got a match against Andre.
He lost. So they're not his matchup. They're not his matchup. It's that is the Ultimate Warrior's biggest achievement, not Hulk Hogan.
Twice.
Hulk Hogan would have won that match on the mode. Hey, Hulk Hogan,
for wrestling match.
Hulk Hogan would not want that match on the mode.
Ultimate Warrior versus blank. It's Hulk Hogan.
As much as you hate it, Hulk Hogan is he's the most important figure in WWE history. He is.
I wish I had a rewind.
It's the house that Hulk Hogan built. WrestleMania is Hulkamania.
I want them to highlight as many people as they can, and you literally just put Hogan in 2 matches. You just put him in the showcase twice because he's already confirmed. He already got a match. He already got a big legendary match.
I'm not done. Hold up.
You put him in a match again.
He loses to The Rock. He loses to Warrior. These are their moments. The Rock. Hold up. Let me rebuttal.
He lost.
You're triggered by Hulk Hogan. Let me rebuttal. These aren't his moments. These are not his moments. The Rock has lost countless times to Stone Cold Steve Austin and everybody at WrestleMania. Ric Flair, Batista, everybody, Triple H. This is the one time he got in there with someone big and won.
Right.
Unless we're doing Austin and Rock WrestleMania 19, this is the only real match you can really throw him in. Him and Cena again?
Anyway.
I think they've already did that. They did it last year.
I'll let you know, you really didn't rebuttal nothing I said, because my argument literally is you said put as many people in the game, and I'm saying you are putting.
I said put as many people's moment. That means they have to have their main event win.
Been more WrestleMania moments, doubling
Warrior.
There's literally been multiple WrestleMania moments.
You hung up on Hogan. Let my nigga shine, man. Let a real nigga shine. Hulk Hogan paid his dues, man. Right. Hold up. There's people who have more than one match on there. I'm just saying you don't need 4 or 5 of them and shit. That would make 3 matches for Hogan, 2 that he lost. You could really throw another one on there to make it even and let him win it.
Well, Hogan on there again. First of all
Bianca Belair.
Oh my God, I want to rebuttal, but go ahead.
Versus Becky Lynch, WrestleMania 38.
Yes.
No complaints about that one, right? You can't
Becky's on the cover, so I still think everybody's that's on the cover is going to get a match. I strongly believe that. So you naming this, and I agree, but they're not done.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens, WrestleMania 38. That's 2 on the same card, but I'm saying there's really 3. Because I also got Cody versus Seth Rollins. All 3 of those matchups from WrestleMania 38 should be in the mode. Cody, especially Cody being the cover star, it's his return. His big return, and it's the one he actually wins. Showcase, give him a match to win on the showcase. Austin and Kevin Owens. Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels. This isn't the greatest matchup. I only honestly put this on here for 2 reasons. One, Shawn Michaels attire. I want that attire from WrestleMania 14 in the game. That's the red blood version he had, which was fire as fuck. And then the Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's his first title one, so it's monumental. it's the changing of the guard, you know. Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero, WrestleMania 20. Damn near every match on WrestleMania 20 had someone from AEW in it, where you couldn't do damn near anything with WrestleMania 20. This is the one matchup that they could do. Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero's big win at WrestleMania. Give Eddie his WrestleMania moment for the 40 years, bro.
WrestleMania 20 is a cheat. There's too many matches on that.
This should have been in the game 2 years ago because they teased it in the trailer.
A big match, but just the build up and everything. And I remember the time in Undertaker and Kane on that show. Oh my god, I was so invested in that. That was Undertaker return. I remember that.
How did that not make my list? What?
20 was one of my favorites.
That's what I was talking about, bro. I was like, bro, yo, see, you just named one I ain't even got on the list. Undertaker and Kane, that definitely got to be on there, bro. That was epic. That storyline too, bro.
The build up of even we start teasing it and how Kane Chef Kit's
bro. It had like you said, it had the build up before he even arrived. So it had the freaking prelude, the beginning, middle, and a definitive end, bro. Like,
that's the famous.
Oh,
Hellfire Brimstone. Yo, that's crazy. Jim Cornette came up with the Hell in the Cell. That's wild. Fucking Undertaker versus AJ Styles, WrestleMania 36 Boneyard match.
But do they
we would be able to trick into getting
that one. I'm giving them
additional mode.
I ain't gonna lie. That one I'm not.
Here's the crazy part.
That's a lot.
Somebody I saw on a YouTube video. Somebody had said that that they're claiming, it hasn't been confirmed by WWE, but they claim that Undertaker versus AJ, Cody versus Seth, Austin versus Owens were all part of the 40 years.
That's a fire list.
And I think they mentioned, no, they didn't mention, but the game teased
that's fire.
Cena and Bray Wyatt, the Fireflies from 36.
Oh my gosh. Yo, shut the up. All right. Y'all just gotta shut the and be happy. I don't care. If they add that match and they do it right, oh my gosh, that's going to be fire. Oh,
man, I remember last year they teased the Boneyard match and we ain't getting nothing.
Yeah.
So this time I'm thinking if we don't get that in the showcase, that's going to be one of the DLC. The Bray Wyatt with the Funhouse, the John Cena NWO, the Fiend, old Bray Wyatt. It's going to be like a Bray Wyatt pack, that thing.
Like, should I believe that? Because that comes with a lot. That still come with some. I don't know, dude. I'm pretty sure they got the thumbs up with everything.
Because I'm like, that'd be a whole nother match type, and I would doubt they wouldn't mention that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think they would have mentioned the Boneyard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they would have mentioned this shit. Like, they would have mentioned the Fire Fun, but they actually showed the Fire Fun. So I feel like they're misleading us a little bit with that one.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think when we get closer, because I love how they doing promo, like thinking just promo wise, how we promote stuff. I think, the week before the game out, and I'm even going that far to say the week or 2 weeks before it come out, they're gonna drop something big. I really believe that. More than what we already been getting hit for. Not saying it's gonna be a super game changer, but I think it's gonna be something that I think the majority really asked for. Because my faction, I ain't gonna hold you, that's big. Because somebody that don't play that game, that really got me saying, I might give it a shot. I just might. What if I start liking my faction? That online, that means a lot for that game, bro. I really canceled that game mode. But the fact they got the store now, and it's online. Like, I'm not just doing it for no reason. Like, you don't understand. I'm kind of shocked right now because I can't believe that I'm really thinking about playing my faction. I might play my faction, y'all. WWE 2K24. I am excited. I cannot wait. I am hyped. Shout out to my bro, the co-host from the West Side, from the whole effing show. Be on the lookout for our draft. Oh, I can't wait to see him disappointed. Appreciate y'all. If you follow me on GMO Awards, tune in tomorrow 9:30. Think it's gonna be some Ring of Honor 2K action. Other than that, I appreciate y'all wrestling fans. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Like, follow, share, subscribe, tell a friend to join the trend. Oh, We Wrestling Podcast has officially come to an end. Sit back and forever relax.